So here we're going to take the zero product property out for a spin. So first of all, we're going to review just solving basic equations. Then this step right here is going to be the zero product property when we're multiplying two equations together to get zero. How could we solve that? And then 3, this is more of an extension of what would we do if we had 3 numbers multiplied together to make 0. So here, to solve a simple equation, x minus 3 equals 0. To solve for x, we can add 3 to both sides and just get x equals 3. That was a simple addition equation. Here's another one. X plus 11 equals 0. Subtract 11 from both sides of the equation. And again, x equals negative 11. Here, more of a two-step equation because we're going to have to do 2 things to solve for x. So subtract 11 from both sides, and we get 2x equals negative 11. Then we divide both sides by 2 here. That'll cancel out, and you will get x is equal to negative 11 divided by 2 is negative 5.5 or negative 5.5. To get that in a calculator, what you can do is just use any calculator you have, turn it on, and put in negative 11 divided by 2. So here, the negative button's here, so negative 11. Oops. Negative 11 divided by 2 gives us that as a fraction. Then I'm going to have to find the fraction to decimal key on here to convert that. Or just change my mode here. So I'll change it to scientific, see how that works. All right, well, anyway, that's just negative 5.5. So I'm not quite sure how to work that. I'm more used to Texas Instruments calculators or the TIs. So I will get that calculator out and model with that. So on a TI, you would just type in negative 11 divided by 5 and get negative 11 divided by 2, sorry. Negative 11 divided by 2 and get negative 5.5. So here now are the more challenging equations. So if we have 2 parts, and I'm going to solve this over here, that multiply together to make 0, well, either x is equal to 0 or 2x plus 11 is equal to 0. Well, we already solved this first part. If x equals 0, this first piece, one solution is x equals 0. So now we need to solve here. So subtract 11 from both sides. Get 2x equals negative 11. This process should seem similar. So divide both sides by 2. And you're going to get x equals negative 5.5. So we have 2 solutions. Similarly here, if x minus 3 equals 0, or x minus 3 times x plus 11 equals 0, we can set both factors equal to 0. So x minus 3 is equal to 0, or x plus 11 equals 0. So here you can add 3 to both sides and get x equals 3. And then here subtract 11 from both sides and get x equals negative 11. So here you would get x equals 3. And here you would get x equals negative 11. And then here, same idea. We would set x minus 3 equal to 0. So let me just cross it out. X minus 3 is 0. So add 3 to both sides and we get x equals 3. Here, 2x plus 11 equals 0. We solved that over there, so you can just use your work and put x equals negative 5.5. So again, we have two solutions here. So this extension that we get to, what if I multiply three things and they equal to 0? Well, you can solve the three equations. X equals 0. Set this equation equal to 0. X plus 3 is equal to 0. And 3x minus 4 equals 0. So then here, subtract 3 from both sides. X equals negative 3. Here, add 4 to both sides. And you get 3x equals 4. Divide by 3. And x equals 4 thirds. So you have three answers.